welcome back everyone, welcome back to the grand finals, or grand finales, papi, of ESL Open Cup 211 Americas. It has been a long time coming here, and we are live with a TvP, with a best of 5 here between Clem and Firefly, and I'm ready for it here. Clem, of course, is one of the favorites here. Time and time again, he has made it to the finals. He has won these weekly tournaments. Firefly is more of a newcomer in a sense, where in more recent times, he's also been making these finals runs, and I want to believe that he can make a series out of this. I want to believe that we can have a back and forth. But as we get into this, predictions in the chats are open. Place your bets on who you think will advance on into, or who you think will be this week's champion. Predictions open. Also, as we get ready for this, a big shout out to Masala in the chat. Thank you so much for subscribing for the first time with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the content, hope you enjoy the stream, hope you enjoy the cast. Gracias, gracias. As we settle into game number 1, and spawning in the top left hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our French Terran player, the Red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Chinese Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Firefly. I can't believe my eyes. I'm seeing Fireflies. As again, Firefly recently, a month ago or so, did make it to the finals against MaxPax. Again, oh, let's go. Against MaxPax, and did go all the way to the ace match, went all the way to game 5 in that PvP. Likewise, Firefly also has some killer Protoss versus Terran, but is going to be forced to take the unnatural natural. This is a brutal start here. The SCV gets across the map. We do get the delay here. We do get the eBay up and running, which means Firefly is forced to expand elsewhere, which means Clem has the opportunity to be aggressive. Factory is on the way. So the way this works is that once you get your eBay block off going, Firefly has to expand at the unnatural natural location, whether it's his triangular third or the linear third base instead. And even though it was a single gas opener, Clem goes for a factory follow-up. Now this goes into reactored Cyclones or reactored Hellions. You can go one or the other. If you go Hellion, the Hellions are designed to get into a mineral line and to roast up probes. If you go Cyclone, designed to be a one base all-in, we can shut down the army and just kill our opponents. Now Firefly is going to have a very awkward time defending both locations. He goes for a Zealot first, so he is going for his expand at the natural. But a very late expansion. Very delayed expansion here for Firefly. This eBay is going to be cancelled, and he will expand. Ooh, never. Oh my god. We're not expanding. He denies the eBay. He does deny it, and we are getting into a one base all in Robo and 3 gateways. It's all or nothing for Firefly, and he's up against Cyclones. Who do I favor? Like, the problem here is that, again, Clem, he's getting into double, or he's getting into reactored Cyclone production, which will be good against gateway units. Oh boy. No, not like this. Will be good against the army of Firefly, depending on what comes out, depending on the positioning, of course, as well. Now, I'm sure Clem is expecting an expansion. He's assuming there's a base. So he's about to run into a rude awakening. Cyclones are moving out ahead of time. 2 more Cyclones behind this, getting to an expansion as well. Oh, Firefly going for a proxy. DTs? Proxy Twilight Council here. There's no reason to proxy unless we're going to go for a Dark Shrine. DT opener on the horizon. DT opener is on the horizon there as we do manage to push up this ramp. Stalkers are in position. Cyclones, they lock on onto the Stalker, onto the Zealot, onto the Stalkers, onto the Prism as well. We shut this down. Ooh, dealing so much damage. And we confirm the lack of base. Clem does confirm the lack of expansion. Alarm bells should be ringing. And we are amassing more Cyclones back at home. There it is. Dark Shrine is on the way. Firefly responding with 1 base Dark Templar. Now, we will have scans. We might have scans. That's the problem here. We're muling quite hard. Because we're on 1 base economy, we are muling so hard here. We might not have a scan. Might not have one available. Firefly does commit. But there are so many Cyclones. Oh my god. And insane amount of cyclones. Does force this army back. Good juggling here out of Firefly. Does break the lock-ons. The Prism did sustain a lot of damage, but is still alive. We're here to reinforce with Dark Templar. With DTs. Speaking of Stalkers, trying to knock down that front door. Ooh, big tank volley goes off. No eBay, no turrets. We will soon have a scan available, but the question becomes, do we save it? Do we hold on to it? Do we save the scan? Or do we mule? So here we go, DTs are on the way. We mule! Oh, we do go for the mule. This other CC, though, has a scan available in a couple of seconds. We need a little bit more time. Do we need a little bit more time as the DTs to do one Lin? We have a scan. We have one. One scan, but two Dark Templar. We go for the tanks, and what do we scan? What is the answer here? One tank goes down. There it is. Scan does reveal both DTs. But we got 6 SCVs nonetheless. Raven is on the way. Firefly coming with another Dark Templar. Behind this, he's expanding. He's transitioning. Oh. We do swipe away. We want another SCV. We're going to get it. So much lost mine time here as so many workers going to be going down. 3, soon to be 4 SCVs. Ay, ay, ay. 0 mining in the main base. 0 mining at the natural. As the Dark Templar escapes. Does manage to escape. Behind this back at home Firefly getting up to 5 gateways. 5 gateways with charge. Plenty of zealots. Is no stim. Cyclones do get some lock-ons. Got the Raven taking a lot of damage as well. So far, good movement here from Firefly. Does pull back. Does manage to pull back. Gets a Cyclone. Good pickups. Oh, we'll lose that Dark Templar though. As Clem is continuing to move out. Back at home, what do we have? We have some slow lots, soon to be charged. This charge is 10 seconds away. And then we should be able to hold on with the Archon, with the Stalkers. Yeah, we collapse on this army. And we collapse on the tanks. Good dodges overall. Tank goes down. We can chase down these Cyclones as we get some good trades. Good kiting. Good kiting overall. Good target firing as the Raven does fall. Then barely breaks through. But doesn't have enough. Doesn't have enough momentum. Does respect the positioning here of Firefly. Will pull back. And as the dust does settle, Clem is ahead of the work count. He's up 10 SCVs plus mules. Add those mules on top of it. Clem looking good. Clem looking quite powerful here. And Firefly gonna have to try to bounce back. Can we? That's the question. We're cutting workers. We're all in. We only probed up to 29 intentionally so. And we are completely all in. 1.5 base economy. But we have a wall. We have SimCity. We're being delayed. Clem, he's holding. He shuts this army down. The Zealots fall. The Archons thereafter. And the Prism taking a lot of hits. And with the boys being pulled, Clem, he should hold on. Shuts this down, and there's nothing else behind this. There is no economy for Firefly. The final unit falls. GG gets called, and Clem will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. A very chaotic game, but I appreciate it. Almost did catch Clem off guard. I do think that first DT harass was a little bit lacking there. Remember, both Dark Templar, they were getting a lot of damage done, and then they came together, and one scan is all it took to bring them down. Again, if we had split them apart, then maybe we are able to deal even more damage across the map, more damage in the main. There was potential. There was definitely potential there. As Clem survives, and Clem does take a lead in this series. Does take a lead. go. We're getting ready here for game number 2. Going to be on Solaris. We're just getting all the casters involved. Again, a big shout out to Enki and Rocklets, our other language casters. Enki casting in Spanish, Rocklets casting in Portuguese. Much love. Much love. Much support. As you can hear the beeps, we're loading into game number 2. Game number 2. And we'll see if Firefly can bounce back. Again, he had a moment, he had an opportunity in that last game. I want to believe that we can do so. But we'll see. This might be a short series. Might be. I mean, we've seen Firefly thrive in the mid game in this matchup, but don't know if he's willing to do that here against Clem. Against Clem of all players. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Solaris, we have the French Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Blue Protoss player, representing the Platinum Heroes, down to the series, looking to fight back. It's a best of 5, plenty of games ahead of us. It is Firefly. Here we go. We are settling on in, and I'm sure this time we are going to be a little bit more on top of the potential harass, potential eBay block even, as Clem is not sending an SCV across the map. No SCV, no block, not this time. Let's go. Let us go. Ooh, as Firefly, hello, we're going for a 2-gate opener. We are opening up 2 gates. Something far more aggressive here out of Firefly. Probe is being sent out. The long way across the map, actually, not through the center. And we see why. This is looking like a 1-base all-in. We have 2 gateways back at home. Show us either a proxy robo or a 3rd gateway, or both. Could get into a just a straight up 1-base all-in. Meanwhile, Clem also hiding his own SCV. This is looking like a proxy starport. Interesting. Okay, so it's only a single gas opener. We're going to be opening up racks into factory into starport for a Hellion drop, I imagine. There's the proxy robo. Ooh, and who do I favor in this position here? I mean, I'm concerned for Clem for one reason. No SCV scout. If he had gone for an SCV scout, he would realize something was wrong. He'd realize how aggressive his opponent is being. But he is throwing caution to the wind. Clem has no idea what is going on. He is in the dark. We're going for an add-on swap, getting into a 1-1-1. Ooh, the starport, yep, is across the map, is proxied. Hellion drop is on the way. Hellions will not help against this all-in, by the way. Hellions are the last thing you want. Hellions, they're designed to kill probes, not gateway units. Probe Scout comes in. Probe Scout confirms a reactor on that factory. I mean, could be Cyclone production for all Firefly knows. And here comes the Stalkers. Stalkers are amassing. Prism is on the way. This is about to get rowdy. And I want to give the edge to Firefly right now. I want to give him the edge, but because he has the edge doesn't mean he has the game. We have seen some miracle defenses in the past, but there is a lot working against Clem right now. Again, his army is almost non-existent. Cyclones are on the way, though. Let's go. With the help of some Cyclones, we can defend, but here come the Immortals. Immortals on the way. Stalkers moving out. So, I'm talking a lot about how Firefly's main army should snowball out of control. That's true. He should be able to break in. At the same time, though, nothing at home to defend. There is nothing back at home. Hellions are looking for a dive, and we can annihilate the economy. There it is. 2 Stalkers get warped in. Clutch warp in here from Firefly. But probes are going down. Ooh. A lot of workers line up. Takes 3 shots to 1-shot a probe, and we do get 7. 7, 8, soon to be 9. Ooh. 8 workers go down in total. At the same time, Firefly dropping into the main base, going for his own counter aggression. Clem does see, but Clem cannot stop. Yeah, we do go for a big warp in. We're keeping the production. We have an Immortal, we have a Stalker. We have plenty of Stalkers. And this is the checkmate move. We shut down the factory. Without the factory, what can we do? The boys, they have to be pulled. And Firefly is looking to snowball out of control. He shuts down one of the Cyclones. Almost gets another. Yeah, the Hellions, they do nothing here. They can do nothing. They will do nothing. Boys are being pulled. Stalkers are taking a lot of damage. We have additional Stalkers on the way. Cyclone falls. The factory is still up. We can get one more Cyclone, but one Cyclone is not going to be enough. GG gets called, and Firefly ties it up 1-1. GG. Again, the one-way soul in, catching Clem completely off guard. Catching him completely off guard. And again, a lot of this is because Clem didn't scout. He didn't get across the map, didn't realize what was happening. Clem had no idea what was going on, blindly going into a Hellion drop, and he did kill some probes, that's true, but as we mentioned, Hellions do nothing against Stalkers, or Immortals. That's all we had. Stalkers, Immortals up against Hellions, Vanilla Marines, and like 2 Cyclones. So Firefly snowballs out of control, and we have tied things up 1-1. No shot. No. Are we serious? No. Unfortunately, we were left out of the game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. So, yeah, we were left out of the game. We have been given I didn't, yeah. Smurge. Feels bad, man. I know that Chicken Man has given us permission to use his stream before, but less than ideal. Less than ideal. We'll have to work with what we have though. We'll try to bring it together. Marriage. So yeah, unfortunately we were left out of the next game, so we won't be a part of game 3. I do have permission to restream Chicken Man, but he's on a 2-minute delay, so we have to wait 2 minutes before we can get into the game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But unfortunately, we were left out, and they were just, yeah, they just started the game immediately, so we're left behind. All good. So we'll have to wait a little bit here before we can get an eye on what is happening. So the scary thing for me is I do have to make sure. Open up the clean feed. I do have to make sure I keep an eye in game because I'm going to be casting from a 2-minute delay. I have to make sure that I can actually get into game 4, right? Like I have to make sure I don't get left behind again for a second time. I'll do my best. Do my best. Catching up with the chat. Hope everyone's been doing well. Shout out to Slowbro, Asherber, Alexanders. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're all having a good day as we are getting into our next game. Bam. Here we go. Again, a big shout out to Chicken Man. Big shout out to Chicken Man. As in the top right, we do have Clem for Team Liquid. In the bottom left, we do have Firefly for the Platinum Heroes. Again, I'll do my best to keep an eye on our players to make sure I get into the next game. Make sure I don't get left behind again. Fingers crossed. Likewise, we won't have in-game audio either, so we'll have to do what we can. As we are going to be getting into our openers as well. it's gonna be my luck where here in game 3 is where we macro. I can feel it. I mean, we're on Hecate, Poppy. It's gonna be a macro game. I can already feel it. So we do have Firefly going for a gate expand, standard opener. Standard opener out of our... Oh, great. Oh, no. Oh, the Twitch ads. No, not like this. I can't do anything about it. There we go. But yeah, it's going to be a standard opener out of Firefly. Likewise, it's going to be an economic opener out of Clem. We can see it's only a single gas geyser, so it's a Rax expand from our Terran player. From our Terran player. Here we go. So we are going to be easing our way into this. We'll be easing our way in. Just standard openers overall. And we have our take of choice. It's going to be a Twilight Council out of Firefly. And with this Twilight Council opener should be Blink. Should be Blink into, we'll see if it's 2, 3, or even 4 gateways. We'll keep our eye on Firefly. As there it is. We already have our answer. 2 more gateways have been thrown down. And Clem is denied the scout. He doesn't get eyes on those gates. He is in the dark as to what's going on. He's going to be zoned away by those stalkers. Behind this, we do have a 3-1-1 setup here. Very aggressive out of Clem. Specifically, we have delayed the starport. Starport is delayed. 2 more Rexes on the way, so we'll be building up a hefty army here. Eventually pushing with our medevacs. And we'll see how hard we do hit. See how hard we do hit. As Firefly likewise going for his own proxy pilot in the center map, looking to, again, apply the aggression and keep the pressure up. Oh. We'll see how this all does come together. Now, I believe Firefly should be hitting first. Firefly should be hitting first across the map as we're just building up a bio army. Getting things ready, getting things sorted. This is so awkward. I'm casting from a 4-minute delay. From a 2-minute delay. As you can hear the beeps. Here we go. The Stalkers are going to be pushing across the map. Blink is about to finish up, by the way. We're hitting a pretty crisp timing here with Blink, with three gateways as well to reinforce. We are pushing. We are committing. Do you go for the dive? And tank going to be going down. Bunker not quite done. Bunker not quite done here, but there are just so many Marines, and oh my god, we shave off so many Stalkers. Stalkers, they are going to be falling here. The tank, it has arrived, and again, Firefly, he is so committed with this. So committed. Oh, as we blink on forward. Oh, brutal blink there, and we GG out. The Stalkers, they did go down. And with that, Clem does take a lead here in the series. Big shout out to Chicken Man again for allowing us, and we are in our next game already. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Hardlead, we have our French Terran player. The red Terran representing Team Liquid, it is Clem. And in the top left, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss player from the land of China, representing the Platinum Heroes, it is Firefly. Here we go. As we're getting into our next game, I do apologize for not making it into that last game. But again, Firefly was basically all in. He had a brutal blink there. He just overextended. He lost far too many Stalkers and had to GG out, as there was just nothing else behind it. And here we are setting up for, I imagine, more aggression. Firefly back at home. That's a 2-gate opener. It's going to be a 1-base all in. It's going to be a one base all in out of Firefly. We are not getting into a longer game. We're not getting into a macro game. It's all or nothing from Firefly. As we throw down a third proxy gateway. This may just be a 4-gate, by the way. We could just double down and came into a 4th gateway. Meanwhile, Clem opening up double gas. Goes for a double gas opener into the factory. Probe going to be coming in. Going to confirm the safe opener from Clem. More aggressive opener as well. Going to try and disrupt that factory as best we can. CC on the high ground as well. Clem playing so safely here now that he's leading this series. I mean, based on how Firefly's been playing, makes sense. Very safe way to play. Reaper gets across the map. We get a probe kill. Ooh, probe does go down. Firefly in a lot of trouble as we get a second probe. We're going to get a third. 3 workers go down. We get eyes on the 2-gateway opener as well. Clem, he's aware of how aggressive his opponent's about to be. Cyclones are on the way. Bunker on the high ground. Clem preparing so well for this as he saw everything he needed to. Like 2 gateways this early on is a massive tell. No reason for this. Didn't even see the 3rd gateway. Didn't need to. Bunkers on the way. Marines are massing. Marines, they are amassing here. We have our high ground. Now with the tech lab on this factory, we can get into fast tanks. Then we go. The first tank is on the way, and Firefly is on a timer at this point. As we come back in, Reaper dips back in. Getting a couple of hits in here. And Firefly is committed, like there's no turning back from this. Not anymore. Going for another big warp in. And the tank isn't out yet, so we can still try to bust forward. But there's no blink, there's no prism. We do get some hits in. We will force our way through the bunker. But the tank has arrived. With the arrival of the tank, what can we do? Big volleys go up, and the Stalkers, we're running out of steam. They go down one after the other. GG gets pulled. The all-in fails, and Clem will take the series 3-1, becoming this week's ESL Open Cup Americas champion. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here, as Clem will be our champion. Firefly made him work for it. Did fight back, did take a game, but alas, Firefly was just hyper aggressive and hyper all in every single game. Didn't trust himself to get into a standard game, which is unfortunate. I was hoping we could sink our teeth into this. Like we've casted Firefly before. We've casted him go toe to toe with Clem, even beat Clem in the mid game. Didn't see it here though. Didn't really get into a 2 or even 3 base economy. I don't think at any point Firefly ever saturated his natural, at least completely. And yeah, he woke up today, chose aggression, and wasn't able to bring Clem down. But I don't want to take away from Firefly, because he made it to the finals. He had a really, really solid performance here, making it all the way to the grand finals. Very well deserved by Firefly. Does walk away with quite a bit of prize money as well, and GG. GG, well played. I look forward to seeing more of Firefly at IEM. He is going to be at IEM Katowice. I look forward to it, and I'm excited. I'm excited here to look for Firefly and cheer him on. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. GG. GG, well played. Otherwise, with that, we're done. We are wrapping up here for the night, for the afternoon. It's 2:40 p.m. in the afternoon here, and I'm ready to get some sleep. I barely got to sleep at all last night because I was getting ready for things in the morning. I got to sleep 2 hours of bedtime. And we're going to be back in a couple of hours. We're going to be back in, what, 7 hours? Let me double check. We will return in 7 hours time. If you are unsatiated, if you want some more StarCraft, if you want some more Korean action, we got you covered in in 7 hours time. We're going to be live with Masters Coliseum. Now thankfully I get to get some rest. I'm going to try and sleep for at least 4 hours and dive back into casting. Tonight's going to be a long one. It's going to be Masters Coliseum into the Duckling Showdown, into the Club NV X Duckling Showdown, into Masters Coliseum once again. So it's going to be a longer broadcast here tonight. Going to be going deep into late hours in Australia. So look forward to it. Look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an amazing time. Be there in 7 hours. If you can't watch live, then check out the VODs. We're of course going to be live on YouTube, and VODs will be available on YouTube as well. YouTube, Twitch. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord as well. We're all over the place. All things CranKy Ducklings, and again, VODs will be available if you can't watch live. So check it out. Do consider checking it out. Again, I do apologize for a bit of a more disrupted finals here. It was a little bit messy. Weren't able to get into that third game, but hopefully it was good games nonetheless, and we were able to at least get into game 4, at least game number 4. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna be heading off and going to bed. I'm so tired. I apologize if I was stumbling over my words, especially in the semis, just because yeah, I'm running out of steam a little bit. I'm running out of juice. So I'm gonna get some sleep, gonna get some rest. I'll see you guys in 7 hours. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. See you guys then. Hasta luego. Bye. Bye. Hasta luego.